One thing that has come up a lot, and one of the reasons that I enjoy coffee so much, is I actually do use it as a pre-workout. So the last 6 years I've played team handball with the United States national team, as well as the beach handball team, recently in Qatar, and I played in about 9 countries now for the US. A few preconditions: I'm definitely not a medical professional. This is not an official recommendation, or this should not be the video that then makes you think, oh, okay, coffee is a great pre-workout. This is solely my experience and what I do, and totally my opinion. A few things to consider when you're using coffee as a pre-workout. One, you need to stay hydrated throughout the day. So whatever form of pre-workout you're using, whether it's coffee, whether it's the powder stuff, any of those pre-made drinks, before you even touch those, you need to be incredibly hydrated. The baseline of hydration, if you're not working out every single day, is that you need to have half your body weight in ounces if you're not working out. So if you are working out and you're exercising a lot, taking probably twice that amount, if not more, just to stay hydrated before you even consider any form of pre-workout. The second big consideration when using coffee as a pre-workout is that when you drink coffee, the first 10 to 20 minutes after you drink it, your blood pressure actually spikes really quickly and then settles back down. And so the only thing, especially if you're doing cardio or high intensity training, I would recommend having the coffee and giving it 20 to 30 minutes to kind of run its course and then get into your workout. So at the very most, if you chug your coffee and start exercising, only do warm-ups, stretches for 10 to 20 to 30 minutes to kind of get over that and just minimize any risk associated. And lastly, but not least, I mean, especially if you're making this on your own, it is the cheapest source of pre-workout that you can get. It's cheaper than powder, it's cheaper than all that other stuff. I'll discuss it in another video, but one great thing that I like to do, because it's so easy to make, is make a large batch of cold brew and then use that as a pre-workout. Also, I mean, a hot cup of coffee, just the same. But for me, cold brew is really easy. You can contain it, store it in your fridge, pour it whenever you need it. It makes life a little bit easier. So those are the biggest considerations. Other than that, I would say, at the end of the day, it's something you definitely want to wean off of if you can. Do some workouts without it. Also, if you're drinking 5 to 7 cups, or like a pretty heavy amount. Right now, I personally am at like 3 a day, and that's really 3 to 4 is the most I ever want to be at. I don't really push above that. If you're above that, I don't know that I would take this as a pre-workout in addition to those cups already. So just something to keep in mind. In summary, if you're working out a ton, stay hydrated no matter what, regardless of your pre-workout. You need to be drinking a lot of water. 2, if you use coffee, and look into any other pre-workout that you use, see what it does to your blood pressure. Coffee, like I said, the first 20 minutes or so kind of spikes your blood pressure and then it settles back down. Right when it settles back down is that 20 to 30 minute mark, and that's when you want to start exercising. You don't want to chug it, but right before or during an exercise, leave it alone. Lastly, like I said, it's a really cheap pre-workout, 30 to 40 cents a cup. Cold brew is a great method if you can pre-make a batch for the week if you are into meal prep, whatever you may be. And yeah, like I said, I've trained with the national team now for 6 years, and I use coffee, I wouldn't say religiously, but pretty much every day. And I have a good relationship with it. I use it the right way. I stay hydrated, and I'm very conscious of its effects. And if you do that, I think absolutely coffee can be a great pre-workout. See you next time.